to slide over
We're live.
a little closer. Hello. Oh, look, we're like color coordinated.
I know. I didn't notice
today.
that before we turned the camera on.
That's funny.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome. Did we do this after Yarn Crawl? We did not, did we?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So it's been a little while.
It's been a little while since we've talked to you. And so I'm trying to find my camera so I can show pictures because I didn't print anything off today. But welcome back.
Hello.
We have what we thought was going to be kind of a summer where we were going to be kind of slower, and yet it hasn't ended up that way. We've been crazy busy. So it's taken a little while to get back with you, but welcome. We're glad you're here. I'm Debbie. I own the shop here in Midlothian, Virginia, just right outside of Richmond, called Dances with Wool.
And my name is Erin, and I am the store manager. And you can find us obviously here on YouTube where you're watching us, but across all social media platforms as Dances with Wool RVA. You can shop us in person. So we are running summer hours at the brick and mortar. We're basically open 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, the exception being Thursdays. Thursdays we're open until 7 p.m. That is our one late day. Our social stitch groups have shifted in times slightly. Our Tuesday and Friday morning stitch groups are 10 to noon right now for the summer. And our Thursday evening is 5 to 7 p.m. So again, we're running summer hours at the brick and mortar through August 31st. Otherwise, you can shop us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week from your couch in your pajamas on our website, which is danceswithwoolrva.com. Yeah. So, yes, we had a very, very busy April that bled into May. We had the Yarn Crawl. We had Marie Green visit. We had local yarn store day, and then we had bus trip to Maryland Super Bowl. So 4 weekends in a row was nuts. Yeah. And then it took most of May, I feel like, to recover.
And then we went right into summer hours and right into fall planning for us.
Yes, so that's the thing is that, exactly. We've already started fall planning because we have to be, ahead of clicking one season ahead.
So I left for a market to see what the new trends were and to take some classes. And there's some great things coming for fall that we're excited about. Yes. And so it's been busy. Even I don't know, even our summer hours, it feels like, it doesn't feel like we've taken any kind of a break or, no. It's been really crazy busy, but we have enjoyed it. Erin's worked hard to put some summer things in place for us, some activities, and to, just to do while you have the kids at home, while you're working on, when the air conditioning drives you into the
inside. We're almost at that tip point where the weather's starting to get hotter. It's starting to get a little more humid outside. So
in fact, I sat outside yesterday most of the day until probably about noon or 1, and then it started to get hot again. And so I went inside and I knitted a while. Yeah. And then after dinner, I went back out
those pleasant evenings. Yeah. So we're soaking that in as long as possible because we know it's only going to be a matter of a few weeks before the really stinky hot weather gets here.
Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying my knitting on the porch time now.
So summer hours are in effect. Our summer workshops have all been posted. We did a video on Facebook last week about all of those. So for the summer, we're doing, instead of multi-session classes, usually our classes are project-based, which means it takes more than one class session to get through the whole project. But for the summer, our teachers have created a whole series of one-off workshops. So ways for you to build your skills and learn new things without having to commit to a multi-session class, which is hard with summer travel and kids and that kind of thing. So those are all posted. They're going to really start this week. So definitely keep an eye out on that. Go check that out. Get signed up, claim your spot in those classes, those workshops. So that's been a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun getting that sort of all crafted and ready to go. We've got them crochet, knitting, spinning, weaving, needle felting, yarn, dyeing, anything you can imagine. So go and check those out. And our Road to the Gold promotion is in full swing. That kicked off last month in May. It runs through August 31st. You can participate either with a physical stamp card or with the Stamp Me app. There is also a video up on our Facebook and Instagram feeds that explains all that. Plus, we will link the page on our website, which has all that information and everything else we talk about in the description box down below this video as soon as we are no longer live. So all of those links will go up, and anything that we've talked about that you want to check out, you'll be able to go to the description box and do that.
Nothing like being prepared.
Oh, I
sat down and started doing the controls on the video and
wanted to did not grab what you needed to grab. So let's talk about what we are wearing, because then I can take what I'm wearing off because I'm melting slightly. I'll go first. Yes. So I am wearing a finished object. This was a whip last podcast. This is the Ocean Breeze shawl by Boo Knits, and this is come back here. This is my hand spun yarn. So the fiber was dyed in this gradient. I spun it up as a single ply to keep the colors, and it just worked out really perfectly with the pattern. It's got a whole bunch of beads in it. It's a really nice, simple lace pattern. If you haven't done a whole lot of lace knitting or beaded knitting, this would actually be a really good kind of first project. You use fingering weight yarn, so a little bit heavier yarn, a little bit bigger needles, so it's a little bit less intimidating. Very, very simple, repetitive lace. Beads are easy to add to knitting. They're not really hard or difficult at all.
That's gorgeous.
And this took a blue ribbon at Maryland Sheep and Wool in the Skein and Garment competition in the hand spun knit shawl category.
Are you entering it into the fair?
Maybe. I don't know.
You should.
I haven't thought that far ahead yet.
You should. Yeah. There's another one, Anne.
Yep. So
Anne's working on one to submit too.
So that was a lot of fun. Maryland Sheep and Wool was last month, the beginning of May, and my insane dash to Skein and Garment. This took a blue ribbon. My multi-skein hand spun basket took first, and a rosette, a special award, and then my socks took a 5th place ribbon because I forgot to weave in the ends on the second sock.
And they nailed her for it.
Oh, they did. They nailed me for it.
They nailed her
the judges were like, their comments were like, this would have placed higher if you would have woven the ends.
If you had woven the ends.
Did I check that I had woven the ends? And why would I do that? I knit those socks like 6 months ago. I washed them.
So here's her basket.
Yeah.
And let her tell you the theme around this basket.
Oh, Lord.
So it's in a cage, and you can
see in a bird cage.
Bird cage with some, look at this. Let me get my finger right there. The sticks hanging out. Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's a nest inside.
It's a bird's nest inside a cage. So the skeins are for the pattern The Witching Hour by, I can't remember what her name is. I think Two of Wands is her handle. But so it's crow skulls. It's a colorwork sweater with crow skulls. And once I have a theme, I can't help myself, and I go all the way down the rabbit hole. So so it's a nest, bird's nest in the cage with the yarn sitting on top. And
then here's her other one. Look at that.
No, that's Michelle.
Oh, that's Michelle. Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Yeah, we had another customer.
That was Michelle too.
Yeah, take a couple of ribbons. Her first time entering, so that's very exciting. She's got the bug now. Once you get those first ribbons, there's the socks that
she didn't weave the ends.
Oh, well, I did it on one sock, to be fair. It was the second sock that I finished 6 months ago, and I didn't bother weaving the ends in when I finished.
Giving you a hard time because we all do it.
We all do it. We all do it. But that's the thing, is that if you're going to enter something in for competition, finishing is very important, especially at Maryland. They will ding you for that.
So you got to take it off good.
Yes. It's just hot, guys. Yeah. It's just hot. I'm not built for hot weather.
So what I'm wearing is, I worked on it last year. It was last year's Maryland Sheep and Wool purchase. I think I got this fingering weight yarn. It is the Suri shirt from Caidree, and which is a designer I absolutely love.
I know her patterns are so classic, clean.
Which
simple
I love.
but nice little details.
Yeah, it is done in fingering weight,
Mhm.
but it did not take me long because it's like on a size 2.5 needle. I will tell you, I've done this. This is a linen.
Yes.
Don't think I'd do it in linen again.
Did it stretch out on you?
This is after washing it and I'm putting it on today.
Is it
and it's
100% linen or is it a blend?
It's a little bit of a blend, but it's mostly linen. I want to say it's like 75% linen, 25% something else, but I don't even remember the yarn I use now. But what I was going to say is this would be a perfect shirt to do in our Sandnes garn.
We have a little bit of tin linen left. Are we going to do a reorder before the end of the season? I wasn't sure if we were going to.
For one, just for a few colors. Probably
colors.
The tin linen, not the what was this one?
That's the Sunday. The Sunday fingering
is the 100%. Yes, we're going to be doing more of this one.
It's the duo. You're not going to do it. We're not. We're almost out of that.
So this one though, but we do have some left. This would be a great yarn to do because you've got this blend here. It's 53% cotton, 33% viscose, and 14% linen.
The viscose helps,
and it does give it its shape
to help retain some shape.
Anytime you do look at these shirts that are lightweight summer shirts, I don't know. I have done.
It's fine to do them in fingering weight wool, guys.
It is.
Wool is a temperature control.
Yeah, and I will tell you, it's not. And this is me. I'm sure there are a lot of people who would disagree with this, but for me, I cannot stand to have my knitwear grow on me. I have gotten to that point where I just do not like it.
It's just tough. It's tough to have something that you've worked on and you get a few wears out of it and then it grows. And the problem with plant-based fibers like linen and cotton is because the individual fibers have no memory. They have no stretch.
And where
once they pull out, that's it. You can't get them.
Yeah. And where I feel it the most is here.
Yes.
Because I usually do my sweaters with enough ease. It doesn't bother me in here, but this bothers me when I lose the elasticity at the neck.
So something to look at when you're looking at patterns, and if you want to use plant-based yarns, is to potentially cast on, especially if they're like top down like this, cast on the smaller size, go down a size, and then do a little more increases or whatever you have to do to get up to the size that you really need for like your bust, but go with a smaller size up on the neck,
right?
So that then when it stretches,
you can see there,
you can compensate.
And that's what it looked like on me before it was starting to stretch out.
Yeah.
So I love it. I'll wear it.
Do you have any of this left?
I have a little bit, so I could.
Do you have enough to do a single crochet edge
I probably
the neckline? So that would be a way to, if you have a top that's stretched out on you like that, so what you can do is go and do like a single crochet along the edge, and that can help to draw it in a little bit and give you a little bit more structure and hold.
Yeah, and that's what I would recommend. For anything that you care, that when you make it, you want it. That's the way you want it to fit 100% of the time, then I would do it with a blend every time. A linen blend with
some
viscose,
wool or
like
viscose or something in it that gives it a little more structure.
Because it is the growth factor with linen, and I love linen. So it kind of does, a linen blend I would use. This was just almost, this must have been 100% linen, but I loved the color, so I didn't care. But now I need to. But now that I like the shirt so much, but I'm frustrated over the fact that it keeps growing on me.
I would try a single crochet, single crochet edge.
So there you go. We've troubleshooted your issues for you today. If you have a garment that's growing on you,
give that a try. Yep.
And I do wear something under it because when it does slip, I don't want it slipping
off your shoulder. You don't want a flash dance moment.
No, nobody wants to see this.
No, that's not it.
But so anyway, I recommend a blend. But look at the tin linen and what we have left. It's on our website.
But and even the Sunday, it'd be beautiful on the Sunday fingering too. Yeah. And like I said,
I have other colors. There's another color of tin linen. It doesn't take much yarn to do this. I was surprised. I want to say it.
The gauge makes a difference. Yeah.
Yeah. This one is the Sunday. Wouldn't it be pretty in that?
It would be really pretty.
And then a cooler color right there.
Yeah.
So anyway, those are some suggestions. And then always white is a great color for a summer shirt. So yeah, it was fun to do. I don't regret doing it. Like I said, Caidree is very, she's very basic design.
Yes, with nice details and well-written patterns. So if you're looking for
very well written
like staples for your
Yeah.
knit wardrobe, she's a great designer to look at. And we'll link that pattern and all the others in the description box.
Yep. So anyway,
so what else have you finished, Debbie? You should be so proud of yourself. Are you?
I am proud of myself. So I have finished. I called it an FO, finished object, just because it is. But there you go.
It's done. So, yep, that's the direction. So you have finished your back body panel for the Hana sweater. Look at all those cables.
I know. And the Hana is our year-long knit-along. Don't fret. If you have not participated in our year-long knit-along, this will be going up.
Yes, you will be able to purchase the video
and
class.
You'll be able to purchase Erin's amazing video class on the Hana by Junko Okamoto. And you see it's an oversized sweatshirt
so this is still going to block out bigger.
Yeah. And then I am ready. I'm doing my.
You went ahead and cast on immediately for your other panel?
So all I have to do, this is the back and the front are the exact same. So the back is an FO.
Yeah.
And Erin's instructions to us were go forth and knit the other side since you're doing the same skills.
Yeah.
So I have finished the chart. I just have to finish and then turn it.
Yeah.
And then my favorite part is this.
Yes,
right
the
here,
honeycomb texture.
And that's next.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And so now, is it going faster the second time around?
Oh my God, I did it. I just cast on Saturday. So this was last night sitting and watching TV.
Yeah.
It is amazing how much faster.
Are you cabling with or without a cable needle?
With a cable needle.
It's okay. It's all right. It's okay.
School. It's like I can do this very well with a cable needle.
And that's all about finding what works for you.
But to your credit,
but the video classes include instruction on how to do it without a cable needle.
And to your credit, there are a lot of people who are working on this between our groups that come in and have talked to us. More often than not, I hear that they're using it without a cable needle because they learned from Erin how to do it without a cable needle.
Faster.
I know.
I think personally, but that's not the same for everybody. Everybody's different.
I just was like, no, I'm going to stick to what I know. But, again, like Erin said, either one of them, either technique results in the same.
Yes.
But so that's how about you?
Well, I managed to walk out the door when I left this morning without my finished object of this pattern, but we have another one that a customer has loaned us. So this is not my emotional support chicken, but I finished. You probably saw us posting about it. We sold 3 runs, 2 runs, 3. I don't know, however many. We've sold
It was 3
a crap ton of these kits. For this chicken, this is a pattern by Annette Corsino. It's actually adapted by a pattern from the late Bev Galaskis for Fiber Trends, but you've probably seen these emotional support chickens everywhere. Mine, like I said, unfortunately is at home, but this is Agnes, who has been loaned to us by a lovely customer to have on display in the shop this month. This is a pattern. It really is a lot of fun. I agreed to make the shop sample for the kits and complained most of the way through because it is a little bit of an interesting construction. It's all done flat, tons and tons of short row shaping. It's a little bit like that Baby Surprise Jacket by Elizabeth Zimmerman, where as you're making it, you're like, what is happening here? I don't understand how this is all going to come together. And then it all comes together and you go, oh, it's actually really kind of cute and charming. The pattern's written for a worsted weight yarn. We did our kits out of Barocco Lanas. Agnes is actually done from Malabrigo Rios, so that would be a fun option too. We're out of kits. We're out of stuffing. We're out of it all. But what we will do is, if you would like to purchase yarn to make your own emotional support chicken, we have safety eyes still. So we will give you a pair of safety eyes for free if you buy yarn to make the chicken. So just let us know when you check out, whether that's in person or online, that we will. Yeah, I know she's got a cute little necklace. Isn't it cute? I've seen people make like little crowns for them and all kinds of different things. Pattern's written for worsted weight, but you could easily do it in whatever weight you want. Just have to adjust your needles. And then the chicken would be different sizes. So you could do like fingering weight on like size 4s and get a little pocket sized chicken, a travel emotional support chicken, if you will. You could do it like in chunky or super bulky yarn on like big needles and make a pillow. Like that would be kind of fun.
That would be cute.
But they're a lot of fun. As like I said, it's a lot of fun to make. If you're not familiar with short rows, it's actually a great way to learn how to do short rows because it's really simple. You don't have to do anything fancy with them because it's all in garter stitch. Super, super fun project. But yes, this is Agnes. I did not make Agnes, but I did make an emotional support chicken. Her name is actually Frida, and she is home with my daughter right now because my daughter claimed her as soon as she was done. Yes, her name is Frida.
That's fun.
So, yep. And so what else are you working on besides your front panel for Hana?
Well, I am working on
Well,
Metamorphic.
that's come along.
I know. This is Metamorphic, and it is, I've done a couple of variations on it, but for example, I decided not to do the seam down the side, but this is Metamorphic. It is this pattern by Andrea Mowry. It is very similar, if you've done Weekender, very similar to Weekender.
But it's top down.
It's top down.
Weekender is bottom up.
Bottom up. But I mean, as far as that, when I say same, similar, I mean, it is, you'll see it. It's got a
faux seam
down the center right here.
It's got a faux seam on it, but
she has you knit this inside out just so that because you are doing reverse stockinette, the wrong side is showing. Yeah, that's the right side. The wrong side's the right side.
Right. So when you're done, you'll flip it.
You'll flip it
inside out.
But you get to still knit in the round instead of purl in the round, which I like.
Yeah.
So I'm about done with the body. I think I have another maybe, let's see.
So this is a main color, and then you're using a main color and a dyed in the wool.
Actually, I'm
your
using
contrast, or
it calls for dyed in the wool.
A feeder.
This was my impulse buy at Maryland Sheep and Wool. It is a main color and then Feederbrook.
Feederbrook, yeah.
So the main color is this, and then it goes with that.
Yeah, which is they've got a very, very similar. I can't remember what they're called theirs.
So it is it's DK.
DK.
And so it just I'm enjoying it because once you get past on anything top down, once you get past,
I was about to say you've come really far on that. If you bought that yarn at Maryland.
Yeah, and it's only well, it's also a bigger needle too. I'm on a size 7, but the nice thing too about it is I'm at the social knitting phase, so it's been taking a back seat right now to my Hana.
Yeah,
I just use it when I go out. Look at this fancy schmancy thing here. So this is by Twice Sheared Sheep. It is a basically I use it as a stitch marker, but it has
the tape measure attached,
and I have to go, and it's not exact because it's hanging from your needle here, but it gives me an idea. I don't have to keep bringing out.
You can at least let you know when you're getting close.
When I'm getting close, and then I can measure. So this just hangs as a stitch marker. I can pull it up so it's not hanging so far. But so I have to go 9 inches from the underarm. I think I'm going to actually go about 9.5 inches.
Make it a little longer.
And so it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. I can't wait to wear it this fall. It's in my colors, blue is me. And I'm at the point now where I'm trying to decide if I want to do that faux seam down the sleeve.
Down the sleeve.
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So we'll, to be determined, I guess. To be determined. Yeah. But so that's and then I just have always been having socks with me lately. This is a shift for me where I just carry socks with me when I go. And this is
instead of the way your Woolens and Nosh.
I belonged to their sock club for a while, which I love the yarn. So working on a pair of socks. Always trying to have, like I said, one pair with me when I go, trying to
Yeah.
Work on one for a while and work on the
And
other.
then work on the others.
I try to keep them
so you
to
don't
the
end up
point.
with second sock syndrome.
And I haven't since I've been doing it this
Yeah.
way. And I've gotten a couple people hooked on the 9-inch ones too. I mean, I've been, and you know, for me, it was a game changer. So hopefully those people who are afraid to do socks can find that they enjoyed it.
Yeah,
technique
that works for them.
because they don't like double points is what I hear.
Yes, I don't like double pointed needles.
So, and they don't want to do magic loop because they don't want to, you know, so just do it in the round
on the 9-inch. Yep.
So anyway, that's what I have. So go ahead.
Yeah.
What are you working on?
So I have a couple things that we all know that I have 5 million whips, but I have a couple of things that I'm sort of working on right now. So I took my daughter and some friends to the beach last week. So I wanted a little project to take with me. I started a pair of the One Weekend socks by Locatelli. So this is done with DK weight yarn. The sample is technically written for an Erin-ish, worsted Erin-ish gauge because she holds DK with 2 strands of mohair to really make them super fluffy. Obviously, I didn't want to do that, so I just went down a needle size. But I'm using just DK. I am using a skein of DK from our Twisted Ambitions trunk show. This is Ross's Wicked DK. Our trunk show got extended by popular demand.
Wow.
It's been great. People have really, really enjoyed it. Ross has sent an amazing, super cool, vibrant color skeins like this, but also a lot of beautiful semi-solid tonals and things that are, not nearly as wild. So he sent all kinds of fun things, DK and fingering and a bunch of minis. People have been loving
the
mini skeins. But so this is a skein of the Wicked DK. So I'm just making like little short socks. So I did them from the top down. The pattern's also, I can't help myself. The pattern's written from toe up. I didn't want to go toe up. I'm going top down. But I've done my fish lips kiss heel because I put that in all my socks. Anyway, it's vaguely the lace pattern is Hohi's pattern and the stitch count.
It's
loosely based on these. But anyway, so I started that. So now I'll do the foot, and these will go really fast. If you are kind of learning about, if you want to maybe try out socks, but the idea of fingering weight yarn and tiny needles kind of intimidates you, there's lots of like DK weight sock patterns out there. These I'm working on a 5. So they'll go really fast. But
do you find that they are the DK weights? Do you find that they're bulky in your shoes?
Yeah, I don't. So this is true. So when I do, I don't have a whole lot of pairs of like DK weight. When I do them, I view them as more like house socks. Like I don't, I've got a pair of like open back clogs that I can wear them with because I bought them deliberately over a little bit, like half a size bigger than I normally would buy a shoe. So I could put thicker socks, like DK weight socks in them. But generally, yes.
You use them for bed socks?
I use them more for like,
slippers.
Kicking around the house, that kind of thing.
Which it's nice. If that's what you're going to use them for, that's nice to have the DK because A, they'll keep your feet warmer since you don't have your shoes on.
Exactly.
B, it's just, I don't know.
They go faster.
They
go faster because these are short socks. I'll be able to get the pair out of one skein of DK. If I were going to make like tall ones, I might have had to buy a second skein.
And if I'm lounging in the house, I don't want to put shoes on.
A lot of times I don't wear shoes.
So that's perfect for just around the house.
So I've got that. And then the other thing that I'm working on, I'm almost done with the back. So I'm almost to the halfway point of the Lulu Slipover by PetiteKnit. And so this is one of her, she calls all of her vest patterns slipovers. This is one of many. This one is done in 2 pieces that then you join at the shoulder. They're actually not connected down here though. You do, where am I going? Yep, you'll do buttonholes and put a couple of buttons on each side, which I thought was cute. And then you pick up and do that little short mock turtleneck collar at the end. So I am almost done with the back body panel. Oh, I stopped mid-row. That's fun.
You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, whatever. So I am using a DK weight merino boucle yarn. Now, mine was purchased from Chelsea Lux, but I am making this at least partially as a sample for our Lobby in May trunk show coming up in July, because we are bringing in their merino DK boucle. So yeah, we're very excited. We talked Debbie into getting some of this. So I'm doing this as a sample to show you, if you're like, what on earth do I do with this? This is what you can do. This is so soft.
It is soft.
And so squishy. And it's going to be great as a vest, especially because it'll be nice and snuggly, but because it's not a full sweater, you know, that I won't overheat in it. But this has been a great, like all of PetiteKnit's patterns, this has been a great, super, super easy. It's got this really long, exaggerated armholes. So like really see how long that armhole is. So I've got that really kind of cool detail. And then I'll pick up and do all this ribbing around the edges. So, and put the buttonholes in. I think I'm going to order some sparkly buttons from Twin Mountain Handcraft for it, because of course you just have to be extra. You have to be extra. So that I'm working on, like I said, I'm almost done with that. And then the front, this took like, I don't know, maybe a week and a half really of just working on it steadily. So I'll pick that back up.
I haven't seen you do so much knitting in a while.
I know.
You've been spinning a lot.
I know. So it's been fun. But yep, so that's what I'm been working on. And I'm not casting on anything else anytime soon, just because I'm trying to
I won't until
be a little more disciplined.
Well, I want to stay on track with my
with your
and even though I know we have till the end of the summer, I want to get that done because there are a couple things I want to finish. We're going to have a whip down August.
Yes,
again.
that is really coming. Yes, a whip down August is coming again this year. That's always a fun challenge that we do.
And I have a couple things in timeout that need to be finished.
So it's a way to kind of help us all encourage to clear our decks before the fall. So that will come. Just keep your eye out for more details about that. So new in shop. We don't have a whole lot, but we do have a few things to show you.
And we have, this one is June 24. This is Emma's color of the month. Remember, we buy limited quantities of the color of the month. We only get 8 skeins each month of that color. And when they're gone because they don't put this into their regular inventory for a year. So your next chance to get it after hours is in a year. So
if it goes into their regulation, some of them never do. So,
but so it's beautiful with pinks and oranges,
and then a little bit of like the pops of like purple in it. It's a lot. This is a fun one.
A lot of fun. So that is the summer color.
We get them in on Hella Hanks, which is their big fingering skeins. So they're 600-yard merino cashmere nylon skeins. So they're really nice. Summer 2024 Lana magazine is out. So this has got a lot of really pretty, what did I say?
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that. Lots of fun pattern ideas for summer knitting and crochet. Actually, this is that's
a crochet.
So this is no, it's not. This stitch pattern is called English Rose Tweed, and it creates a fabric that resembles crochet stitches.
Because I was looking at the picture.
So if you are a knitter and you're like, oh, I love some of these like granny stripe kind of patterns that I see with crochet, but I can't crochet, even though you could learn to crochet. I promise. But so there's all kinds of fun, as always, lovely photography, recipes, all kinds of good stuff in the summer issue of, look at that, bubbles, the summer issue of Lana magazine. So that is available on our website and in store while supplies last. And then we have, so each week when we don't have a trunk show in, We have a featured kit of the week and a flash sale of the week. We talk about those on Inspire Me's, which are happening on Tuesdays during the summer instead of Fridays. But we have trunk shows in. We try not to overwhelm you with too much stuff at once. So because we extended our Twisted Ambitions trunk show, we're not going to have a featured kit of the week or flash sale of the week this week either. They'll come back next week. But I just wanted to show you some of the things that we have had. We still have a few kicking around. So if you missed a chance at these when they were the featured kit of the week, they are still available for you. A Break in the Tide by Tiff Nealon, which has got these beautiful merino cashmere nylon DK skeins from Local Dyers, Yarny Mammoth, and Storied Fiber Arts. We still have a few left of the Henry hat kits from 29 Bridges. So this is a skein of Mary's DK and either a Suri or a mohair. These three are all Suri skein color coordinated. And so you've got those. This makes a great, it's a very simple hat, a little bit of cables, great for a gift. Start gift knitting now. I keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it, guys. You know, don't put yourself in that stressful situation in November. And then this is the Antelope Valley Snood. This is a new pattern from Blue Sky Fibers. So we have got the kits with the wool stock light, which is an amazing yarn. It's one of my favorites. It's a single ply fingering weight.
And we have an employee here, a staff member who knits a lot with this yarn for shawls.
Yes. It gives you beautiful drape. It's nice and light.
I was trying to get all the colors out so you could see them.
I love this pattern so much. So it's the kit makes this, exactly this. Pattern is included. Pattern's included with all of these kits. Yes. All right. So the pattern's included in them, whether that's this one has a physical print copy of the pattern. The others have got either a QR code or a code to put it on Ravelry to download the pattern for you. I love the Blue Sky kits though, because they always put them in these little project bags too.
So you get the project.
So you get the project. It's got the Blue Sky Fibers logo printed on it. We just have it folded down. But these nice little linen project bags, cotton project bags, which I think are have a drawstring. Like how cute is that? I love their kits. Blue Sky is just wonderful to work with.
And, you know, we love them because they're truly, brick and mortar. They sell to brick and mortar stores. Yes. And, you know, so you can get them from you. They really support us.
Yes, they're very supportive of local yarn stores. And so we love working with them. But yeah, I love their kits.
Great pattern.
Yes, great pattern support for all their yarns.
So yeah.
So that's what we mostly have for you today. Twisted Ambitions Trunk Show has been extended through Saturday, June 15th. If you are not local, you can always book a virtual shopping appointment on our website. And we love doing those on Zoom, helping you put together color combinations, get enough yarn for your project, and then pay. And then we send it right out to you. Up next for trunk shows, Stella Luna Fiber Co. is coming for the first time. We're excited about that. June 22nd to 29th. And then our very special La Bienna May event is going to kick off July 19th and 20th. So keep an eye out for that. We've got a special event to get that kicked off. We'll have more information about that coming soon. And then Twice Sheared Sheep, who does notions and tools and things. Debbie showed you the little tape measure stitch marker. So that's going to be a different kind of trunk show for us. And we're really excited. Again, we have them for the first time. And that's going to be August 17th through 24th.
And that's when you want to shop because you could wipe off a lot of your Christmas list right there for your friends and family who are knitters, crocheters.
Yep, exactly.
That is a tool, you know, just
it'll be a tools and notions trunk show.
She's really got some great things.
So that'll be cool, very different. Yeah. So that'll be a lot of fun. And then the last thing we want to talk to you about is the Fiberside Summer Crawl is coming. So Fiberside chats, we participate throughout the year with that.
If you get our newsletter, you see that all these speakers and things, we are one of the shops that participate in the Fiberside chats. And all these speakers come in during the year, but we wanted something for the summer. And this is the third year, I think, that we have done basically a virtual
nationwide yarn crawl.
Yeah, so you're going to get all of the participating shops that wanted to participate in the summer crawl, which I think was about 30 of them. Yes. All of those shops are going to, over the course of the summer, beginning July 7th, ending in August. You're going to get one a week.
25th.
Yeah, you're going to get 4 great shopping opportunities every week. So you're going to, when you pay for your all access pass, and we'll link everything down below. When you get your all access pass, that logs you on each week. It also will give you that opportunity as each shop shares their exclusives and their limited time promos and things like that. It gives you an opportunity to get those. Mm-hmm. And then, so for, I think it's 7 weeks. 8 weeks, 7 or 8 weeks.
It's July 7th through August 25th. So it'll be Sundays on Zoom. And the way it works is it is recorded, just like the Fiberside chat. So if you're not able to log on like live, you'll be able to watch the recording during the week. But each week, a few shops will go. They'll talk to you about, you get a chance to hear about the shop, maybe do a little shop tour, talk about what makes them unique, hear their stories. And then, like Debbie said, they'll all have kits, exclusives, discounts, all kinds of different things, opportunities for you to shop them through their websites.
And it doesn't take a lot of your time. I mean, every Sunday it's like an hour and a half.
It's like an hour and a half. Yeah.
So it's not much at all. And
grab your project and a beverage, sit down, watch. And like I said, if you can't watch on Sunday, you can watch during the week. But it's just a way to get to learn about all these different shops all across the country and tons of different.
And I promise they're shops you've heard about.
Yes, there's some, but there might be some that you like have never heard of that before. And so it's just a way to, absolutely.
All sizes of shops, all some of the shops do yarn, but also carry other things
like fabric and that kind of thing. So
it's a great time to just get familiar with some of the shops that just have very unique things to offer.
Yeah.
I tell you, we did it for the first time last year and had a ball. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So it's $10 for your all access pass. Again, we'll link where you can buy that below. In the $10, not only do you get the Zoom sessions each week and access to, so only people who purchase the pass get access to these specials and exclusives and things for the shops. But you'll also get the Sun Shower Happy Hour pattern by Laura Dobratz. It's a beautiful wrap with some cool, easy color work detailing. There's both a knit and a crochet version of it. So you'll get that pattern as well. You'll get both copies of that pattern as well. There will be, we've advertised in their newsletter last week and this week, there are kits available from Emma's if you want a multicolor, so like a main color and then 10 minis if you want a multicolor option. We've been offering those. This week will be the last chance to pre-order those kits from Emma's. There's also a 2-color version, so you can just do it in 2 colors. And so there's lots of great options at the trunk show. From Twisted Ambitions Yarn. We will also have, if you purchase an all access pass, we will be presenting on July 7th still. We're still the first Sunday. And we will be having some exclusives from Little Fox Yarns. So Amy's going to put together some curated kits for us for that. But that, so the all access pass, you can buy that, because for $10 gets you the whole shebang every week on the Zoom. Both the knit and crochet versions of the pattern. So that'll be a lot of fun. Remember that for the Road to Gold promotion, purchasing your all access pass that's an activity you can earn a stamp for, and making a purchase from any of the participating shops during the entire Fiberside Crawl. Every time you purchase, that will also get you a stamp. So that's a fun ways to both get to see all these fun things. And so there's Star Shower Happy Hour.
Different version. I picked this one just because you can see how massive the shawl is.
Yes, it's a big rectangular wrap on the bias.
Very beautiful.
But Laura Dobratz's patterns are great.
Well written,
very easy.
There are some that she I'm sorry, I'm behind you here. some that were done
in just
two
2 colors,
which
just a
is
main color and a
gorgeous.
contrast color. Either one works for that. So again, in our newsletter, if you don't get our email newsletters, has it gone out today yet?
11:30.
11:30. So you still have time. If you haven't signed up, you can run over to our website and sign up and get the newsletter. Both the access pass, the link to purchase your pass will be there. If you want to pre-order one of the Emma's kits for the multicolor ones, so with all the minis for a multicolor version, that will be linked there. Again, it's our last week for that, and the last week to also pre-order their Emma's holiday countdown. So if you want either the fingering or DK weight countdown calendars for December, where you open one little mini skein each day, and they've got great pattern suggestions, and it comes in a cute little bag with a lotion bar. It's a nice little gift for yourself. Send that email, forward that email on to people who may be shopping for you. But pre-orders are going to close this week at the end of the week, and we will not have extras of any of these. We're not bringing them into the shop. So if you want either the Star Shower Happy Hour kits or you want the holiday countdown calendars, you need to pre-order them because we're not getting extras in. So, but that newsletter comes out on Mondays every week, and it is the best way to keep track of what is going on here at the shop. So if you don't get it, run over to our website right now. You'll see right there in the middle of the page, there's a big button that says newsletter sign up and get yourself on the list.
Yeah, because you don't want to miss, especially some of the things we have coming up this summer.
Yep.
So be sure to look at that. So I guess that's it for today.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Again, you can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Ravelry. You can also find us on social media, on Instagram and Facebook, eventually TikTok.
I don't know now. I'm not putting effort. I'm gonna see what happens with this TikTok. I was gonna see what happens with this TikTok ban, because I'm not putting effort into another social media platform.
I just said that to her.
If it's gonna just go poof one day,
right? We have taken baby steps with that, but it just hasn't gone anywhere.
Like I said, not investing in my precious time into something that's going to go and be gone.
Dances with Wool RVA on our social media. But again, sign up for that newsletter, like Erin said, to stay on top of it better, to stay on top of all the happenings. Thank you so much. Enjoy your summer. It's supposed to be a pretty day here in Central Virginia, so enjoy, and hopefully we will be back soon with you.
Hopefully we'll be back in July. Fingers crossed. We've got a lot of travel. Everybody's got travel coming up, so we'll have to coordinate schedules.
All right.
All right. Bye, everybody. Bye.